Hey y'all, so I wanted to come and do a video today because today is very special for me. So it's February 17th and I have officially started my 4th year of business, okay? 3 years completed and we are finally in the 4th year. So happy that I started this journey and I have been able to create the dream life that I always wanted. So this video is to pretty much just give tips. So far, because I've been in business this long, I do feel like I could definitely share my top, let me see, my top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my top 7 tips. So tip number 1. My first tip is going to be start with what you have. Y'all heard me say this time and time again, but it is absolutely true. Start with what you have. So many people, they won't start their business because they're waiting on everything to be perfect. Oh, I don't have the custom packaging. Oh, I don't have the best website. Oh, I don't have this. Oh, I don't have that. So then they keep on delaying launching their business. They keep on pushing it back. Oh, I want to wait for this. Oh, I want to wait for that. Well, guess what? You're going to be waiting forever because there's no such thing as perfect. No human can achieve perfection, and there's always going to be something wrong or some sort of obstacle that come your way that is going to make things even less perfect. So why chase something that you could never achieve? You will never be able to achieve perfection while you are on this earth. So why even bother? Like, start with what you have. When I started my business, I literally started it with only 2 hair textures. I didn't have no custom packaging. I didn't have the best website. Like, it was 2 different hair textures. It wasn't me selling 5 different hair types. I wasn't selling frontals. I wasn't selling clip-ins. I wasn't selling lashes, edge control. Like, literally just 2 different hair textures, and that was it. Tip number 2. I have learned, especially within the last year, that it is important to invest in your learning. So investing in your learning, it will save you so much time, it will save you so much headache, and it will save you so much money. With starting my business, and I'm always going to say this, start with what you have. Just go ahead and just start, okay? Especially if you really need the money, especially if your business is going to help you with survival, help you put food on the table, help you pay your bills, then just start, okay? But with me being that I just started, with me building my business, being that I just literally just jumped right into doing business, there were a lot of things I had to learn along the way. So I lost a lot of money by getting scammed because I didn't know how to properly protect my business. If I would have taken a course or watched a YouTube video, or if someone had created a YouTube video like the one I currently have on how to protect your business, then I would have been very helpful. But that's something I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn a lot of stuff the hard way. Another thing is, it's so important to learn about business in general. I did go to college. I also dropped out of college my junior year. I was in school for business administration. So I did go to school for business administration. I like to say I already, how some people don't have to go to school to have a certain amount of knowledge on something. Like, I didn't need, like, I already knew basics, like making a profit, coming up with a price list, like knowing that I need to outsource stuff from overseas. Like, all of that was like second nature for me. Like, all of that comes easy to me. Like, it's almost like it's embedded in me. Like, I didn't need to go to school to know stuff like that. But there are other things about business that it's important to learn, like the legal side of business, like marketing, advertising, branding, building a brand for your business. Those are things that are very important, and those are a lot of things that I learned along the way. Being that I learned those things along the way, it was like every time I would learn something new, it was like, bam, I need to make a change in my business. I've changed my logo so many different times. I changed my website so many different times. I changed my target audience so many different times. Like, it's so many different things I changed. It's like every time I learned something new, I was like, okay, I got to take this information and change. And I feel like every time I learned something new, my business kept changing in different directions, like just going all over the place, just changing. And that can be very confusing for your customers if one day they go to your website and your logo is curly hair, your business name is curly hair only, and your logo is blue. And then the next week they log on your website, your whole page changed from blue to bright pink, and then now you on there dressing like a thought in your pictures or whatever, and then months down the line you change your name from curly hair only to everything ebony, and you giving like more classier vibes, and like it can be very confusing to your customers if you keep changing. But at the same time, I will say change is always good. So as long as you're changing to go into the right direction, that's always a great thing. But if I had really learned and invested in learning about business prior to starting, or at least trying to learn everything as much as I can in the beginning, I would have never had to change so many different things so many different times, or I would have not wasted so much money. Number 3, I talk about this a lot. I already have a YouTube video about it, but it's going to be get over your fears. You have to understand that while you're sitting over there scared, you are definitely missing out on money. Making money, starting your own business is hard, point blank, period. Like, it's nothing easy about it. If it was easy to start a business, then everybody and their mama, their daddy, their grandma, their auntie, their cousin, their baby mama, and their children would have a business, and they would be making millions in their business. But guess what? That's not the case, and it's not the case because it is hard. It's difficult. So if you want to start a business, you're going to have to get over fear. You can't be scared to put yourself out there. You can't be scared to promote yourself even when people think you crazy. Like, you cannot be scared to take risks. Business is not for the weak. So if you really want to get into business, you need to work on battling your fear. Whatever it is you're scared about, like, you're going to need to get over that. If that means you got to go to therapy, then go to therapy. If that means that you need to, I don't know what it means. You know, people have different approaches to getting over fear, but if you know you have fear, then you need to figure out how to get over that, because it can be difficult. And of course, I talk about all the time, like, when I first started my business, I did have fear, especially in my first year of business. I did discover I had imposter syndrome. And honestly, it took me learning about imposter syndrome to realize that's what I had. And then being that I learned that that was what I had, I knew, okay, I'm going to make the decision to get over my fears. I'm going to make the decision to make that mindset shift. So that's how I was able to stop allowing fear to hinder me. Everybody's going to be different, but if you know you are struggling with that part of things, then I would say definitely try to figure out a way to get over it. The 4th thing that I've learned is you honestly don't need your family and friends to support you to be successful in business. A lot of people get so caught up. A lot of people get so upset, so sad. They get so discouraged when they realize their family and friends don't really support them in the way that they want their family and friends to support them. I also have a YouTube video on this topic, and I will link it at the very end when this video goes off. I will link all videos that I've already talked about this far. But a lot of people, they feel like people are supposed to support them. Like in business, no. That no one is obligated to support you at all. And business is business. People have to stop taking business so personally. It's business, and you really have to get out your feelings. 9 out of 10 chances, family and friends don't support us because they typically just don't know how to support us. They have not started a business. They don't know what all it takes to be in business. They don't understand our lifestyle. They don't understand the entrepreneur lifestyle. So sometimes we expect so much out of them, and sometimes I don't know how to put it. And it's not even me. Like, I've never really felt this way about family and friends. But I know a lot of other people really deal with this. Like, they be feeling so hurt. Like, they get so emotional about it. Like, oh, my best friend didn't even order hair from my hair company. How dare she? We've been best friends for 10 years. The thing about business owners, they need to understand, one, no one is obligated to support you. And two, everybody not in your target audience. Everybody not in your target market. Everybody don't want to pay your prices. Some people cheap. Okay? Maybe you're not even marketing your company the way you should market it to make people even want it. It's so many different factors that play a part in why family and friends won't purchase from our company. And even if our family and friends did purchase from our company, it wouldn't be enough to make us a millionaire. It wouldn't be enough to make you $10,000. Like, family and friends, they not gonna get you that far. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you like the Kardashians or something. Like, it's really not gonna get you like that far. Even if your family and friends did support you, like, that's only gonna go so far, because typically your family and friends are within the same circle as you, so y'all have the same reach. Like, the same people that your family and friends can reach out to and tell about your hair is typically someone that you can reach out to yourself. And business is all about marketing, and it's all about getting people who would absolutely have never heard about you to hear about you. You get what I'm saying? So the whole being upset about family and friends not supporting you, you really have to let that go. Like, that's not where your support is going to come from. And most of your support is going to come from complete strangers. So don't get all caught up emotional in your feelings and feeling discouraged because family and friends aren't going to understand, because your family and friends aren't supporting you in the way that you expected them to. Like, just get over that, keep it moving. Don't let that hinder you. Don't let that hold you back. Okay? Number 5. I don't even know if I said number 4. I don't remember holding up 4, but we on number 5. Number 5, my 5th tip is understand that in business, you will win some and you will lose some. Business is all about taking risk. You take a risk, you take a chance, and you either fail and you take that failure as a learning lesson, or you actually benefit. Business is all about taking risk, and you have to understand that everything's not going to be perfect. Everything is not going to go your way. There are going to be times when you may lose a claim in your business. You might be out $500. That's business. It's going to happen. Something may come up with a graphic designer. You order something and what you receive may be completely different and you can't get your money back. That's business. You can try your best to please a customer, have outstanding customer service, and that customer can be completely unhappy for something that they did themselves, and they can go on social media and give a negative review about your company even though you really ain't even do nothing to them. And guess what? That's business. Like, business is not going to be all rainbows and butterflies. There is a negative side of business. Like, there are a lot of ups and downs. Business is truly a roller coaster ride. So a lot of people get into business and they're expecting everything to be perfect. And then a lot of people get into business, and when they start experiencing the bad side of business and all of the cons that come with having a business, they're quick to give up. They're quick to get out. They're quick to say, oh, this isn't working for me. I lost all this money. It's not working. I just want to give up and quit. Well, give up and quit then. But I can tell you for sure, those that don't quit and those that keep pushing and keep working and keep learning from their failures, those are the ones who really succeed at the end. The thing about business, it never rains for too long. Like, it never rains for too long, okay? The sun comes out again. And sometimes when the sun comes out, baby, it's out for a long time, okay? It's rainbows and butterflies, okay? So when you get into business, you just have to accept the fact that you're going to win some and lose some. The quicker you accept that, the better business really is going to be for you. But it's a reality that you must understand. And number 6, which I don't even know in the beginning why I said I was going to give 7 tips. Like, it really is only 6. I can't count. I'm looking at my notebook. I can't count. Is really stop overthinking. Like, a lot of people are so guilty of overthinking. Like, don't overthink the process. Please don't overthink the process. Business can literally be as simple as it can. Like, business is simple. When I start showing you guys, like, scrolling down memory lane, just going through my Snapchat, because my Snapchat, I just record everything and take pictures of everything, you are going to see that over these past few years, I have literally been doing these same things over and over and over again. Business don't have to be stressful. Finding a vendor does not have to be stressful. A lot of people overthink that process. A lot of people trying to find hair to please them, that they're not even finding hair that their target audience wants. Your target audience could want synthetic hair, and you out here stressing out about finding the best of the best raw hair. Like, life don't have to be that difficult. It can be very simple. You can be stressing out about having the best of the best packaging, and when your customer get the packaging, they just gonna throw it in the trash anyways. Like, why? Why stress out over certain things? Like, keep it simple. Do not overthink. A lot of the questions I get in my DMs, which, if I can say, I appreciate that you guys love my advice and that you always want my opinion. But y'all, I get so many DMs. I don't have enough time to answer the DMs. I don't have enough time to answer the DMs, y'all, with me just being busy, working my own business, making wigs, being a mother. At the end of the day, I don't have enough time to answer 100 DMs every day. And I really hope y'all can understand that. But when I do get a chance to open up DMs, which are like 3 weeks to a month later, I realize a lot of the questions y'all have, a lot of the things that y'all are asking my input on, y'all just been overthinking the process. And when I say overthinking, I mean just completely overthinking. Business really ain't that hard. It really ain't. Y'all have to make a mindset shift. Y'all have to stop being scared, and you have to learn to believe in yourself. You have to stop allowing that fear to hold you back. You have to stop doubting yourself, and you have to be okay with taking risks. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just go for it. Just go for it. Just go for it. Stop overthinking. Take a leap of faith, because at the end of the day, business is about taking risks. And a lot of people, they completely overthink some of the simplest things. So those were my top 6 tips. My best advice of things I've just learned being in business so far that are just extremely necessary and extremely helpful. And these are just things to really keep in mind if you are starting your business and if you're currently in business. Also, before I jump into going down memory lane, I do want to remind you guys, today, February 17th, I am having a sale on all of my business material. So everything is bundled into different packages, And the sale prices are only literally valid for today, the prices that you see on the flyer. So the first part of the package is the beginner business bundle. It is $35. It includes both ebooks, so my business workbook and my How to Find a Vendor on Alibaba ebook. It also includes my custom packaging vendor, and it includes the webinar on how to launch your hair company from start to finish. So all 4 of those items for $35, and all 4 of those items, after this sale is over, I'm never going to sell those items again. So if you need any of those 4 items, get it now, because it ain't gonna be like, I'm not selling them items again. I'm going to retire that information. Okay, the second business bundle that is going to be on sale is a webinar bundle. It's going to include all 3 webinars that I've had so far since I've started doing webinars. The first one is the 2020 Mindset webinar, which is very motivational. If you need that motivation, if you need drive, if you need encouragement, you need that webinar, okay? The second one, I already mentioned, that is included in the first bundle, is the How to Launch a Hair Company from Start to Finish. Everything I've learned about running a business, having a business, starting a business is in there. All of my advice is in that webinar. And the last webinar is the Make Money on Instagram webinar, which is pretty much everything about making money on Instagram without having to use advertisements or paid promotions. The entire time I've been using Instagram in my business, I have not paid for advertisements or paid promotions, none of that. Everything free, okay? I made all that money free, okay? So if you need that information, definitely make sure you get the second package, the webinar package, okay? And that is for $65. And then the last bundle, which is most of y'all favorite bundle, is the online wig course bundle. So the online wig course bundle actually includes both wig courses, the closure wig course and the frontal wig course. You get those 2 for one price. The one price is $175 for today only. For today only. I teach you how to use a sewing machine. I teach you how to make the wigs using a sewing machine. You will learn custom measurements, how to draw your outline on the wig caps, how to adjust a wig cap down to size if the cap is too big, how to double wefts, how to bleach knots, how to pluck that hairline to make it realistic, how to do baby hairs, how to mold the hair, like the whole 9 yards. Start to finish making a wig on a sewing machine. You get both the closure and the frontal wig course together for one price of $175. So don't miss out on the sale, okay? Take advantage of the sale, because those prices are only valid for one day only, and that's today.
All right, so I'm opening up my Snapchat. We're going to go down memory lane. So as you can see, June of 2016, I'm wearing my Afro kinky curly hair. I've been wearing this hair for a long time, but that's pretty much some of my earliest pictures of having that hair on social media. And then I'm just scrolling through. If I can scroll all the way up to February, if I can scroll all the way up to February 2017, I'll be able to start finding some beginner stuff. So here we go. This is my Afro kinky curly hair. Look at how I used to photograph my hair. I literally had 2 like little poster boards from the Dollar Tree, white ones. I put them together on the floor and I tied the hair around with ribbon, and that's literally how I took my bundles. And then this is my Malaysian kinky curly hair. I think I was gonna make myself a wig, so this is what I put. My hair package has arrived. I can't wait to install, make a YouTube video, blah blah blah. And this is pretty much like I would record everything. Like I would take pictures and record every time I got my hand on the hair. I took pictures of it and I recorded it, period. So these are just some pictures and recordings.
And then this right here is just the regular kinky curly. It's still wet, but this is what I'm gonna be wearing
Isn't it beautiful? All right, so some of these videos have sound to it, so I'm gonna have to like hush during my voiceover so you guys can hear. All right, so I just got done bleaching my frontal and I just washed the hair. Look how good that looks. It looks so natural. And like I said, it came pre-plucked. So, all right, so pretty much like in the beginner stages, when it came to me promoting my hair company, it was literally recording every step of the process. If I just got some hair and I just washed it, guess what? I recorded a video of it. I took a picture of it and I posted on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. Okay, if I done installed this botch behind frontal with these messed up baby hairs, baby, I ain't care how bad it looked. Like, I still took a recording of it, took a picture of it, uploaded it, blah, 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 okay? And I never stopped. I wasn't waiting on having no models, no brand ambassadors. I was the model. I was the brand ambassador. A lot of y'all be making excuses, talking about y'all don't know what type of content to post. Y'all running out of ideas. Look, when I tell you every single last day, first of all, I wore the hair that I sold. When I tell you every single last day I was recording pictures, every single last day I was recording videos, guess what? That's what I was doing. I was uploading and posting something every single last day. And I always was very creative when it came to packaging up my hair bundles. Even right here, the box that I was using was a cupcake box. So those were cupcake boxes. Even in the beginning, when I was trying to figure out shipping, I would literally weigh all of my hair just to make sure I knew how much each bundle would weigh. So when it was time to ship out packages, I knew exactly, which weight to ship in. And then I continued to tie ribbon around my bundles. Another thing that I still do to this day, that I've always would do, is whenever a customer had a package or whenever I was delivering packages, I always recorded it. I always recorded when I went to the post office and when I dropped off packages, so people know that this is a real business. Like, I'm not no scammer. You can trust me. Look, you can trust me because I'm actually going to the post office and you can see me going to the post office. Gotta get ready to ship this hair out. I'm running behind this morning. I don't even care. Okay. Another thing that I was always big on was every time I would add a new product. So at this time I added the clip-ins. I always made sure that I modeled it off. I always made sure that I wore those products. And here's just a little insight of what my website used to look like when I first started and how I used to take my product photos. And honestly, that's really the part that changed the most over the years, is how I package my hair. But my strategies have always remained the same. I always modeled my own hair. I always took a lot of pictures and I always took a lot of videos. I always showed myself shipping off packages, and I did that every single last day. And I feel like that allowed me to build trust with my audience. And yeah, but the only thing that really changed the most over the years is how I went about packaging, how I went about branding my company. And when I started making wigs, which you guys will see when I started making wigs, it pretty much was just repetition, practicing, always making wigs, always allowing myself to get better. And I pretty much just got better with time. This is another type of video that I would typically record with my hair. I will always show what the hair looked like straightened. So this was the Malaysian Kinky Curly, and then voila, I showed what the hair looked like straightened. I also would dye the hair too, so people can see what it looked like dyed. In the next clip, I'm going to show you like cute packaging. Y'all, I used to live in a freaking Dollar Tree. Like, the Dollar Tree had all the best cute packaging, and I used to just live there. Y'all, look at these curls. Like, how can y'all deny this? It's so real. It's so beautiful. It's so natural. Y'all. Hey guys, so this is how I keep my hair at night. I put it in twists. And then the other side, this is me taking a twist out. Hey guys, so Now, I think with all of the videos and pictures that you see now, I pretty much had a ring light. So you will see where my pictures and photos would just be so freaking bright. I mean, like bright, bright. This is also a website update because I was frequently updating my website. But you will see where most of my pictures and videos were so freaking bright. Like you can tell I had just got a ring light and I did not know how to really work the settings. Another thing that I did a lot was take a lot of pictures and videos with filters, which I will not recommend at all. But it, ooh, was that my ex half naked in the background? Just pretend y'all ain't see that. Um, but you will see, like, look, I started investing in myself. I got a little ring light, but I didn't know how to work it. I'm so happy I eventually figured out how to work it. But you'll also see where I started also upgrading my packaging. So it was no more like Dollar Tree packaging. You'll see me start using satin bags. You'll see that I started making my custom hang tags. Also, another thing I want to point out is I used to always wash my afro kinky curly hair. For some reason, my afro kinky curly hair at the time came with a little smell, y'all. And I was like, this is unacceptable. So I used to have to wash the hair and put a little peppermint oil on it to get the smell out. But I realized all I had to do was tell my vendor that the hair had a little stench to it, and my vendor literally was able to fix it for me. Like I didn't even have to go through all of that. My vendor literally fixed the issue. So this is like just more footage of how I end up packaging my hair. I was using satin bags from Paper Mart, and I just attached hang tags onto the bags. And I don't know where we're at now. I don't know what year we're in or what month is popping up here on Snapchat at this moment, but I'm still just showing you guys videos and pictures that I used to just take. And like I said, I used to take them all the time, like all the freaking time. And then eventually with time, I ended up adding another hair texture. So I ended up adding the Brazilian Kinky Straight. And like I say, every time I was to add a new texture, I would purchase it for myself and I would test it out. This hair was so pretty. I'm thinking about adding this back to my site. Do y'all think I should add this back to my site? Because it was cute. But anyways, still just packaging orders, always recording the fact that I was packaging orders. So like I said, before this video even started, I was talking about how you guys will see that I literally have been doing the same thing over and over again. There was no overthinking to the process. Everything that I have done in my business has been very simple. Like everything is doable. It's really not that hard. It's just about having motivation. It's about getting up and working every day and coming up with something new every day and using what you already have and adding in things when you're able to add in things, when you get to a level to make changes and to make things better. But literally everything I've done has just been so freaking simple, easy, straight to the point. Right about now, you can see how like my product images have changed so much and the quality has gotten so much better from in the very beginning when I used to use the whiteboards in the background. I would start just using fabric that I purchased from Walmart for like $2 and make it a backdrop easy. And this next moment was such a huge accomplishment for me. This was the first time I had made $1,000 in under 24 hours. Like I was so freaking turned. Like I thought I was doing something. I was like, oh my gosh, like you have to understand, I was still working my 9 to 5. At this time I did order some bundles on hand because I had a little extra money and I ended up selling the bundles I had. So when I made that little bit of money, I was so happy. I was so happy and so proud of myself. I really was. And then here we go. So this is where the start of making wigs come into play, y'all. This is when the wig journey actually started to begin. So that's pretty much like the first wig I made for my company. And as you can see, this is how the wig looked on. It was so cute. Like, I didn't pluck the hairline or nothing. Like, it came pre-plucked. And when I posted the videos of this on my business page, like, people were going crazy, like, oh my gosh, Ebony, when you gonna start selling wigs? And that's when I realized people really want wigs. So then I started recording the whole process of me making wigs. So I showed a snap of the cap I was using. Then I started hand stitching, and I really started showing and walking people through the process of me actually making the wig and posting it. And this was all the same wig that you see me wearing, the Malaysian Kinky Curly. And I would literally just showcase it all the time. And you will see where I started making wigs for other people. I started offering U-part wigs, closure wigs, and frontal wigs. And they were all one size fits all at the time too. Y'all, look at this wig though. Like, it's super frizzy. The part wasn't plucked. Like, I can't believe I even sold that wig. Like, for real, for real. I really can't believe that wig sold. And then this is a frontal wig I made for myself using my loose curl hair. So this wig looks so much better than the ones I started beginning with. And I really was experimenting with the baby hairs. And the baby hair is still crazy. They look just as crazy as they did when I first started doing baby hairs. Baby hairs took me months to get down. So I know a lot of people always like, "Ooh, Ebony, my baby hairs are terrible. How you get your baby hairs to look so good?" Look, sis. Baby hairs took a long time to get down. Just look at my wigs. Like, my wigs wasn't even parted. They wasn't even nice and flat. But, you know, with time, you really do make progress. This is an update of what my website was looking like at this particular time. So I was always updating my website, always changing product images and stuff like that. So my website constantly changed over the years. I mean, it still changes a lot. I probably changed my website every 3 months, to be completely honest. But yeah, so here are some more wigs that I made. So I just kept practicing and trying, especially when I decided I wanted to start allowing people to provide their own hair for wigs. When I realized that was something I wanted to offer, I just started making wigs with hair that I already had available or hair that I was already using. And y'all, just, I mean, every time I look at these baby hairs, I just really cringe. I really do. The curls was cute, okay? Like, I can do some little cute wine curls, but the baby hairs, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But this was my loose curl hair. I had to make it into a wig and actually wear it before I started selling it. And then, like I said, I will always do a video to show what the hair looks like after I straightened it. So that's something I just always did. And then I always took a lot of pictures and videos of the hair. So these were the pictures I took of the actual bundles that I posted on my social media page to promote that I was selling that loose curl hair. Okay, I pin the hair in place the same way you would pin fabric in place when you're sewing. That way I stay on track and I make sure I'm sewing, and I pin the hair. Y'all see that? So by this time, I was making wigs on the sewing machine, and I wasn't even drawing guidelines on the wig cap. Actually, I knew nothing about drawing guidelines on the wig cap, and I used to actually pin each roll into place. It's funny how much you learn over the years, but pretty much, I just really started making more and more wigs, and I just kept practicing making wigs, and that pretty much allowed me to start taking orders, making wigs using other people's hair. There's a lot of different things that I did a lot of experimenting with. Like this was a wig. I think this is the first time I colored any of my wigs red. And of course it was still black pieces in there, but I was so proud of myself. Y'all look at this update. So this is an update on how my packaging was. It's still in the pink bags. Still using my bootleg hang tags. This time I had a hair care card that I would add into the box. I was using priority mail boxes. Here, oh, I think this is a clip from the YouTube video I made on how to make a wig, a closure wig using a sewing machine. I believe this is a clip from there. But look at the wig I made, y'all. Look at the baby hairs. A mess, a hot mess. And I think my best friend actually purchased this wig from me for like $250. But y'all, like, it's really been a journey in the process. At this point here, you will see that I actually started getting better with using my ring light. So my ring light wasn't super bright and my pictures were actually coming out with better quality. And then I started a new business venture. If anybody is looking for some custom packaging for your virgin hair extension company, definitely hit me up. I am a U.S. seller and I can offer you the best prices compared to any other U.S. company. Bags take about 2.5 to 3 weeks to receive. Like I said, my prices are very affordable. These are custom silk bags. It can hold 3 to 4 bundles. And it just makes everything look super pretty. So hit me up, satinhairbags.com, if you would like to order your custom packaging. Yes, y'all. So I decided to open up a custom packaging little business. I was playing a middleman and I had two really good vendors for custom packaging. But I realized, like, with so much going on, I could not balance starting a second business. So that's why I started selling my custom packaging vendor information, which is a part of the first business bundle that is on sale today. And like I already mentioned, this is going to be the last time I'm selling that information. So if you want custom packaging and you need a vendor, make sure you hop on that, okay? Make sure you jump on that deal because this is the last time I'm going to be selling that information. But now you guys are pretty much seeing all of the different wigs that I have been making over the years. And you can just kind of see like my progress. I'm kind of tired of talking, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna just play a little music for y'all while y'all just sit here and just watch like the transformation of my wigs. But this journey has really been an awesome journey and I'm so happy I can walk y'all down memory lane and give y'all insight of everything I've done so far. Did you take it? also got this sheet of stickers. Probably when I ship out wigs and stuff like that, I'll probably put the sticker on top of a box just to customize it. All right, y'all. So I decided to come back in and start adding in some voiceovers because it is some important stuff that I want to tell y'all about. So, y'all, it got to a point when I was able to upgrade and stop using hair store mannequins, and I invested into this $60 Amazon mannequin. And it really upgraded my pictures and my wig game. Also, I started using a backdrop. The backdrop came from Family Dollar. It's just gift wrap paper, kind of like how like Christmas paper be wrapped up on like the little roll. I took 2 pink rolls and I taped it to the wall, and that was pretty much my backdrop. Here was a way that I started packaging wigs. I would use the little pink shoebox from the Dollar Tree and wrap the wig in tissue paper and put the wig inside of that. And that's how I used to deliver wigs for local customers. As you can see here, y'all, my baby hair started getting better. Okay. It needed a little work, but my baby hairs, I think this was the first time I successfully styled some baby hairs. Like, I was so proud of myself. And I think I made a YouTube video on how to do baby hairs at this time too. I think that video has been taken down. So if you want to learn how to do baby hair, I might have another video up, or you might have to purchase the wig course to see that. But also I started experimenting with curling hair more. Like at this time, I really was experimenting more with styling hair because styling hair was never my expertise. And I really was experimenting more with just wig making, like really trying new things, like plucking apart and doing my baby hairs differently, styling wigs differently. Like I really started changing a lot of stuff. Also, at this time, I was on YouTube and I was giving out a lot of business advice. So, the workbook that you saw just then was the first book that I actually published and had printed out using the website lulu.com, LULU.com. So, as you guys know, the workbooks, I don't sell the physical copy anymore. I only sell the downloadable version. And as mentioned, because it's a part of the first business bundle, that is something I no longer will offer after the sale is over. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely hop on that business beginner bundle for $35. Another thing that you see, I started experimenting more. So I experimented more with coloring hair. So this was my first watercolor hair unit that I made using some cheap hair off Amazon. But I was just really experimenting when it came to wig making, and literally, like, the more I made wigs, the better I literally got. The mannequin, the ring light, having a little pink background, like it really was able to take it up a notch. Of course, I still had a lot of stuff that I needed to work on, but practice really pretty much made wig making perfect. Like if you're trying to be a wig maker, you're getting into the wig making industry, you have to know that your wigs aren't going to be perfect in 1 week, in 1 month, in 6 months. It literally takes time to grow. It's a skill that gets better with time. Like you really have to put that time and energy in. And all of these clips that I'm going to show you, because I am about to stop talking again, but all of the clips I'm going to show you, you'll be able to see like how I progress with time. Like I've really been making wigs for a long time, and I really have just gotten better with time.